Hi everyone, it's Gina. I'm back in the kitchen. Yesterday, while we were working on everything, we boiled some potatoes. Tonight I am making some potato soup. In this pot here, as you can tell, it is steaming. It just has plain water in there. We are going to go ahead and season this and make the base. Y'all know I love myself some salt and pepper. There is salt in this, so I'll have to test my salt after I've got everything else in here and see if I need to add more. But like I said, we're just going to make us some potato soup tonight. And if you are vegetarian, use vegetable stock. That's perfectly good. If you do not eat meat for Lent, this is Friday. That we do in my family. That's not something that we give up. I've also got onion powder and garlic powder here that I want to add in. So having the chicken stock in there is not a big deal at my house. But I know that there are quite a few people that do give up meat for Lent. I know a lot of my Methodist friends, my Catholic friends, they all will give up stuff like that. And I know other people that'll just give it up just for the heck of it during Lent because they want to. So if if that is your choosing, then go right ahead. Use vegetable stock or plain water. You can use plain water too. Now I just turn that back because I don't want it boiling over here. Carrots, celery, onions, and potatoes on this board. And I am trying to very carefully do this because I do not want to have hot water all over me. Boiling hot water, that would not probably be the most comfortable thing. So we are trying to make a creamy potato soup. So we're going to let the vegetables get good and cooked. Now, with mine, I will use, my stovetop's even hot. My immersion blender, when all this gets fairly well done, I got that for Christmas from my sweet mama. I am not going to say anything bad about my mama. I've got the best mama there ever was. So I am convinced that I have the best mama in the world. Nobody can convince me otherwise. But we are trying to use up things that we have on hand. Everybody has to use what they have, and that is what we're doing here tonight. Definitely, this is, a good way to use up some vegetables, to get some vegetables in your family. I know some people do have issues surrounding onions. I do know people that are allergic to onions. If you're allergic to onions, please do not use onions. If you are allergic to garlic, please do not use garlic. If you have a sensitive stomach, watch out how much black pepper you're using in here. That kind of stuff. If you're vegetarian, substitute out the chicken broth for, like I said, vegetable broth or just plain water. I've had to do it that way before, and it's perfectly fine. But the potatoes are already cooked and stuff. They're pretty soft. But I want to get the rest of the vegetables pretty well cooked down. Now, when we get this to where we want to use the immersion blender, after that, I'm going to keep it hot, but I'm going to add in some milk, and I'm going to add in some bacon bits. The bacon I had yesterday, I'll have to look. I might have a piece or two left in there. If not, I've got some bacon bits. I did freeze part of my bacon. I said it would make at least 2 meals, and that's what I'm trying to do, is some for now, some for later type of deal, so that I'm not in here so much. I'm also trying to do videos where I am here a little bit more frequently on my channel for y'all. You know, I appreciate everybody that is subscribed, liked, people that are not subscribed that are commenting. Hey, I like all of y'all. It does help me with the algorithm if people are liking, commenting, and subscribing. It gets me. I don't know how the algorithm on YouTube works. Do not ask me. All I know is that it exists, and it will boost my channel up if we have those going on. Especially the subscribing and the liking. It seems like but plus I just enjoy doing this. This is done for the fun of it. This is a hobby for me. This is not a paycheck for me. This is just something I do for fun. Anyway, we're going to get this back up to a boil, get everything good and soft, and heat it all the way through. And when we get to that point, I will come back and I will show you how I do it with the immersion blender. Then we're going to heat it back up with the milk and the bacon bits. When we get to that point, I will show you what I'm doing. All right, everyone, I am back. Everything should be fairly well cooked through. I've got my immersion blender here to finish the soup. Now, this is going to be loud. And this doesn't have to be perfectly smooth. You know, you can leave it a little chunky if you want to. Poop. That came off the little guard part. But I'm going to just continue very carefully to take care of this. Now, mine's fairly smooth. Like I said, you can leave it as smooth or as chunky as you want it to be. And things, it doesn't, if you want a little bit of chunk, in fact, you don't even have to do this step if you don't want to. I'm just showing this to you as an option. And unplug this before you take anything like attachments off. Please unplug your immersion blender before you take off attachments, because we do not want to hear of anybody being electrocuted. Now, next things we're going to add in, and we're going to heat this back through to make sure that we're not serving anything that's cold. We don't want cold potato soup. We're going to add some dairy. I'm using regular cow milk. That is some of the one out of the box. I just chose to put some in a pitcher because I had some of the little small ones yesterday. Real bacon bits. And I'm going to add in a little bit of shredded cheddar. And then, like I said, I'm just going to heat this back through and make sure that everything gets melted as far as the cheese is concerned. And then dinner's going to be on. I'm going to just serve mine tonight with crackers. That's as good as it's going to get tonight. It's Friday night and I am tired. But it's a quick, simple, fairly easy meal. You can put this in your crock pot. You can put it in a Instapot. You can put it in a lot of different ways to get your vegetables cooked up. If you want to cook them quicker, then use the pressure portion of the Instant Pot or the pressure cooker of your choosing. Any pressure cooker of your choosing. Anyway, thanks again. And also, I'm going to let everyone adjust the seasoning to their liking. So, if people want more salt or more pepper in here, I am going to leave that up to them. As always, if you haven't already, click like, subscribe, leave a comment, please. And thanks again for joining us in Gina's Kitchen. Bye-bye.